Hey everyone, thank you for joining us for Monday Night Team Call. I'm Emily Gernaat, Emerald Ambassador, and I am going to be talking to you guys about branding tonight and developing your own brand, actually. But since it is Cyber Monday and we just got through the Thanksgiving weekend, Black Friday shopping, Small Business Saturday, everything, and now Cyber Monday, I want to hear in the chat from you guys if you bought anything fun this weekend or today. Did you get anything online? Is there anything you're super excited about? And this is all part of a little exercise we're going to do. So this is going to be a little bit of an interactive call, and I'm going to have some questions for you, and hopefully you guys can learn some things from it. And if you have a pencil and piece of paper, that would be good. There might be a few things you could take notes on. So I'm watching the chat. Did anybody get anything? A TV, a Roomba? That's fun. I got a purse, which was crazy because I'm not a big purse person, but this certain one caught my eye. Pyrex baking set. Cool. Lots of local buys on Saturday. I like that. Cool. Well, I just wanted to get you guys' wheels turning a little bit about branding and why you buy what you buy, because chances are it's not why you think. I think oftentimes we think we're buying something because of the features and benefits of the certain product, when in reality, we are buying something because of the way it makes me feel, the way it improves my lifestyle, what it says about my status, what it says about me as a person. There's a lot of different things that go into the reasons why we buy what we buy. And that's what I want to get you guys thinking about. So another question I had for you is, what are some companies that come to mind when you think of really good branding? Like, what are some companies that you think, wow, their branding is just like on point? I think of Apple. That's probably the first one that comes to mind. I think of Coca-Cola, GoPro, that's a good one. Peloton, Starbucks. Those are really good for sure. Can you guys think of any other companies that come to mind? Target, that's a good one. So some of the things that go into branding and developing your own brand is values, your story, your aesthetic, and then how you make people feel. I think of a brand, you guys probably know it, Spanx, maybe. Have you heard of Spanx? The reason why Spanx does so well is their branding. It's just beige colored fabric, right? Stretchy fabric that goes under your clothes. It's nothing extraordinary, right? But what they're actually selling you on is a smoother looking body, more confidence when you walk in the room wearing a dress that's tight, right? They're selling you on something other than the fact that this product is stretchy and beige and goes under your clothes. Those are the features and benefits, but they're selling you on the confidence that you're going to feel when you look your best wearing a dress that's fitted. So think about those things that you're buying. What are you buying and why are you actually buying it? Are you buying it because it makes you feel more important, makes you feel smarter, healthier, because it makes you feel like you're part of something? It's probably different than what you realize. So I wanted to talk about kind of these 4 core things that go into your brand: values, your story, your aesthetic, and then how you make people feel. Values are the foundation of what you build your brand from. Some examples of this would be integrity, grit, compassion, boldness, faith, honesty, Can you guys drop some things in the chat that are important values for you? I had my team do this earlier, I think last month, and it was really cool to actually hear from them some of their values that are really important to them. And I can see how that shapes the way that they post, the way that they talk to people, conversations that happen in three-way chats. It really is interesting how your values are really the foundation of which you build everything else on in your business. Perseverance, honesty, faithfulness, those are really good examples. Authenticity, awesome. So, you know, it's different for everybody with that, but it's something to dig into and really think about. And that's something that I wanted you guys to write down. So write down values and then just leave lots of space for you to kind of dig through that and sort through what are the most important values for you. And then your story. Because of your values, your story is going to portray things that are important to you. And it's going to have a theme that runs through all the stories that you tell, whether it's your health story, your business story, stories about your family, about your friends, about what you did for the weekend. When you tell your story on Facebook or on social media in general, you're going to have themes that run through it based on your values. So for me, knowing that my values are integrity, grit, faithfulness, compassion, themes that you might see going through my story are overcoming, empowerment, winning. That's something that I want people to see through my story, because I want them to be able to see themselves in my story and see themselves as somebody that could overcome, and somebody that could be empowered or win, or, you know, face the odds and overcome those situations. That's what I want people to feel through my stories. And your aesthetic. This again is going to go back to your values, right? So what you present on social media is still going to go back to your values, like integrity, grit, compassion, faithfulness. What are you going to present to the world through the lens of your camera? Part of your aesthetic is just showing up consistently. And that's one of the reasons that I use filters on my photos. It's not necessarily to make the photos look a certain way or be extra pretty or anything. It's just so that it shows up consistently, and it builds up trust with my audience. So they're going to recognize my posts because they always kind of look the same a little bit. You know, they have the same filter and the same vibe in that photo that all my other photos have. So it looks consistent, and they can recognize it when they're scrolling through their news feed. You want your aesthetic to be inviting and intriguing. You don't always have to show the whole picture. You don't have to show absolutely everything that's going on in your life. You kind of want to just show bits and pieces, you know, invite them into and draw them into your story. You don't have to tell everything or share everything about your life. You're just inviting them in and building up trust with them. And how you make people feel. This is part of your brand too. So when you're in conversation with people, this is going to, again, go back to your values. You know, if one of your values is compassion, are you making people feel that compassion through what you're saying to them? Or is one of your values boldness? Are you sharing boldness through your messages and what you're saying to people? And is that making them feel like they could be bold too? So you can see where this can go a lot of different directions, and it can be so unique to you and your brand, so that you can develop your own totally different thing. Because the thing is, we're all selling these same products, right? But why is someone going to buy from you? Why is it that your story, your aesthetic, your values are drawing them in? It's going to be a unique thing to you. And the more you think about those things and kind of identify what makes you unique, what makes your belief system unique, your value system unique, the more it's going to shape. Can you guys still see me? Okay, here we go.
You cut out. You're good now.
Okay, good. I didn't know where it went. Okay. So I wanted to have you guys think about some of these brands that stand out to you as being really well marketed, because I want you to think about how they make you feel. What are they actually selling you? Are they selling power, attraction, status, health, freedom, empowerment, fun, time, comfort? I think about brands like Campbell's Soup. What do you think about when you see a Campbell's Soup commercial? I think about like homey feelings, comfort, how I felt when my mom would make me soup when I was sick. They're selling you on a feeling, right? That homey, comforting feeling. What do you think about when you see an ad for Apple? To me, it's part of it is the aesthetic. It's clean, it's simple, it is well designed. It kind of draws me in because there's nothing like eye grabbing about it. It's all like white and black and very simple. But the mystery is what the apps do or what the computer is actually capable. So it's kind of selling you this mysterious thing too. So those are some of the power or some of the things that give power to marketing. And you have to get away from selling just features and benefits and get into selling solutions to problems. So that's what we do. We're offering solutions to problems, and we're offering a different lifestyle or a different feeling, with helping people with their health. We're helping with confidence. We might help them be better moms or dads. It might make them feel more confident with their spouse. It might make them feel like they could be, more of an athlete. So what are you selling them on as far as how it can help their lifestyle? Great salespeople offer solutions to problems or a lifestyle or feeling that appeals to their customer. And then I think of like average companies or average sales people are going to present facts, features, and benefits to convince their audience through education. So we want to get out of convincing mode, and we want to get into inviting people into an experience, a lifestyle, right? So that goes into your posting, the way that you're messaging people, and your values. So have you guys thought of any more companies that you've recently bought from, or companies that stand out to you as being really well marketed? I'm watching the chat roll. KitchenAid. Yes, for sure. KitchenAid, to me, I think of like, that's what everybody's mom used for the last 100 years, right? So like that just makes you part of that community almost. Victoria's Secret, yes. They're selling you that confidence in wearing those undergarments. Pack Meal Supplies. Yeah. It's good stuff. Magnolia. Oh my gosh, yes. Magnolia, for sure. So Chip and Joe Gaines, they have the corner on the market. Absolutely. Their marketing is phenomenal, and it makes you want to buy everything that they ever produce because you want to be a part of the Magnolia community, right? It's selling you that like down home family feeling. So anyways, you guys, this is going to be a short call, but I wanted to basically just drive home the point that your marketing is going to come down to your values, your story, your aesthetic, and how you make people feel. And the whole point is drawing people in, telling parts of your story, and developing leads based on how you're making people feel and drawing them in. This isn't, you can't just do this stuff and to attract people. You have to message them, you have to talk to them, you have to actually close sales and do the deals. But this is a great way to start thinking about how you can develop your own personal brand to stand out from the rest. Because why are people going to buy their probiotics from you versus, at Walmart? We know the features and benefits. We know that they're actually different and the product's going to deliver a different experience, but they don't know that yet. And you can't go into convincing mode with that. You have to sell them on how this is going to change their lifestyle or how it's going to make them feel, or with the business, how is it going to make them, more time so that they can spend more time with their kids. Or for me, what sold me on the business was the ability to overcome, to be empowered, to know that I could take control of my own life. So how can you convey that to your audience and tell them that, how they can overcome? So that's the whole point. I hope that was helpful for you guys. I just wanted to get your wheels turning about marketing, and think about, like, when you're actually online shopping, when you're looking at things, what's grabbing your attention? Why are you wanting to buy a product from a certain company? Why is it drawing you in? Because you can apply that to your own business as well, because you aren't just selling Plexus, you are selling a lifestyle, solutions, your own story. And that's what's going to really draw people in. So thank you guys for joining me tonight, and I hope this was helpful. I'm looking forward to hearing what some of your takes are on this stuff. So have a good night.